guys, Mrs. Stanton here. We are going to now go on to Bible lesson 22.2. Before we do, I just want to show you Ziggy is here with us. He is sleeping down at my feet. I will give you a bonus Ziggy video when he's awake and playing. All right, so lesson 22.2, we're going to go through John chapter 11, verses 17 to 37. Now, again, this is the story of Lazarus. If you didn't watch the video for 22.1, we read John 11, 1 to 16. Okay, so John chapter 11, verses 17 to 37. When Jesus arrived at Bethany, he was told that Lazarus had already been in his grave for 4 days. Bethany was only a few miles down the road from Jerusalem, and many of the people had come to console Martha and Mary in their loss. When Martha got word that Jesus was coming, she went to meet him, but Mary stayed in the house. Martha said to Jesus, "Lord, if only you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that God will give you whatever you ask." Jesus told her, "Your brother will rise again." "Yes," Martha said, "he will rise when everyone else rises at the last day." Jesus told her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Anyone who believes in me will live even after dying. Everyone who lives in me and believes in me will never die. Do you believe this, Martha?" "Yes, Lord," she told him. "I have always believed you are the Messiah, the Son of God, the one who has come into the world from God." Then she turned to Mary. She called Mary aside from the mourners and told her, "The teacher is here and wants to see you." So Mary immediately went to him. Jesus had stayed outside the village at a place where Martha met him. When the people who were at the house consoling Mary saw her leave so hastily, they assumed she was going to Lazarus' grave to weep, so they followed her there. When Mary arrived and saw Jesus, she fell at his feet and said, "Lord, if only you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping and saw the other people wailing with her, a deep anger welled up within him, and he was deeply troubled. "Where have you put him?" he asked them. They told him, "Lord, come and see." Then Jesus wept. The people who were standing nearby said, "See how much he loved him." But some said, "This man healed a blind man. Couldn't he have kept Lazarus from dying?" Okay, so again, that was the next part of the story, John chapter 11, verses 17 to 37. Okay, so on today's page in the workbook, it is page 86. It says Lazarus lives at the top. Look up the scriptures and complete the first two statements. Complete the rest of your statements with your own thoughts. So the first one says, if you mourn, you will be what? So that we were going to go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 4, which says, God blesses those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Comforted. So you'll remember these are the Beatitudes. In a lot of versions of the Bible, it says, "Blessed are those who, whatever, mourn. Blessed are those who are humble. Blessed are those who are merciful." My version is the NIV version, and we've talked about this also, how the different versions use different words. Mine says, God blesses those. So the answer would be, God bless. If you mourn, you will be comforted. In times of sadness, God will be there to help you feel better. Number 2 says, if someone believes in Jesus and dies, then, and that's John 11:25, Jesus told her, I am the resurrection and the life. Anyone who believes in me will live even after dying. So, you will have everlasting life. You will have life with God in heaven if you believe in Jesus. Now, the last 3 questions are for you to answer. Once again, If you send me a picture of those last three answers, number 3, 4, and 5, on page 86, more extra credit. See you next time.